Keeping body and soul together is a heavy lift. The daily grind, the constant uncertainty, and the simple reality of mortality require an immense, draining amount of effort. Just maintaining a baseline existence is hard work. Everyone you meet is pushing their own stone. Yet, as a species, we spend a massive amount of our remaining energy tripping each other, adding layers of petty cruelty and conflict to a life that is already difficult enough. Physics dictates that systems naturally decay into disorder without constant energy to maintain their structure. Social harmony mirrors this. Notice the glowing tension lines pulling these particles back together. Empathy and kindness require continuous emotional fuel to keep bonds from snapping. When that fuel runs dry, we default to the path of least resistance. Lashing out or acting like a jerk takes almost zero effort. It is the social equivalent of letting go of the rope because your hands are too tired to hold on. Cruelty is frequently the result of an exhausted species running out of the strength to care. It is the natural, entropic decay of a person who no longer has the energy to maintain their better nature. We are also fighting against millions of years of evolutionary history. For the vast majority of our time on Earth, humans survived in small, resource-scarce bands. In that environment, survival depended on a sharp us versus them mindset. You cooperated with your group, but hypervigilance and quick threat detection toward everyone else was a life or death necessity. This logic flowchart maps our legacy hardware. Primal input bypasses higher reasoning, routing directly to an aggressive threat response. Evolution optimized brains for survival, not etiquette. When a modern annoyance occurs, like someone cutting you off, the red line still fires, triggering an ancient combat script. Much of the bad behavior we encounter is the sound of a nervous system on high alert. You are often seeing a person unknowingly running an outdated genetic program triggered by modern stress. Our brains default to friction because evolution prioritizes the immediate survival of the individual over the long-term emotional harmony of the larger group. On top of that ancient hardware, we have developed clumsy psychological software to manage the chaos of modern life. Sitting quietly with insecurity requires an enormous expenditure of emotional labor. Offloading that anxiety onto others, projecting your internal pain outward, is a much cheaper way to find temporary relief. Creating conflict also offers a fleeting sense of authority. When a person feels entirely powerless over their environment, exerting power over someone else provides a quick, artificial sense of control. For most of history, these impulses were checked by local social consequences. Today, social media and internet anonymity have changed the environment. This feedback loop shows how modern technology accelerates these impulses. When algorithms reward performative toughness and outrage, the friction output spikes. Meanwhile, the lack of real-world accountability causes consequence dampeners to flatline. Modern platforms have weaponized our natural tendency towards social entropy, creating a high-speed environment that incentivizes our most destructive, low-energy impulses. A shift toward wonder. Yet, human civilization exists. If low-energy cruelty were our only setting, we would still be scattered, warring bands. Humans build complex infrastructures, risk their lives for strangers, and donate organs. These actions represent massive, conscious expenditures of social energy that directly override our biological defaults. Tribal isolation burns energy through constant friction and defense, capping our growth. Cooperation, as shown by this rising curve, allows us to pool our energy, creating a surplus that can be used to build instead of just survive. That surplus is how a species of 8 billion manages to function. Navigating daily life requires a bit of stoic detachment. When you recognize someone else's hostility as a projection of their own exhaustion, the personal sting vanishes. Their behavior is a statement about their internal state, not your value. You cannot rewrite human nature, but you can starve the cycle in your own life. You can model decency and set firm boundaries without mirroring the hostility of those who cross them. The static of the world is inevitable, but holding yourself to a higher standard of decency is a high-energy act of will. It is a refusal to let your environment dictate your architecture.